What's up, y'all? It's Colin Sexton. You checking into 3-point conversion. Hey, tune in.
Becca, how do you feel about tonight's performance, being that you scored a season high 17, but what were the other things that you felt were the most contributory to the team's win?
I mean, New York are a quality team. So to come out with the win tonight, especially with how many threes they made, it says a lot about the grit of our team. The way that we moved the ball, it was a really fun style too to play. So I know collectively as a group, we're really up about this win just because everyone feels that they sort of contributed. And the defensive end, we were really locking down, making sure we're trying to run them off the line in that sense as well too. So I feel like it was a really good feel-good game for us.
You have Stewie that is shooting well and just playing, at her best. How hard is it to have to get over the top of a screen when she's getting in that two-person game for a pick and roll, and you have to choose between switching and possibly, staying over at the top? Or
yeah, the getting over or getting under the screen is the thing in which she rolls you down. So I mean, that's the beauty of her game, is she can score on so many levels. But that's also why it's not one person's job. That's why we have the help, that it's a team game in that sense. So you never just put on an island. So that's why I think that we played so well together, because we're all flying out on when someone drives, you've got the help, the next person's coming. And I think that's the best part of our game.
So you've obviously been here your entire career. So around for the most part, a completely new team.
Thank God.
Head coach, Tibbetts. What makes this group special?
I think it's the culture. I really do. I've been around here for a hot minute. I'm getting old out here in these streets. But just, but the ups and downs of previous years, it's been pretty exhausting. But when I tell you our new ownership has been phenomenal, our new coaching staff has been phenomenal. The roster changes that we brought in, it's just been a great feeling. It's how do you say that? I think I'm concussed.
I really want to
A
have
breath of fresh air. Holy snap. But no, it really is. And I just think it's the culture. Everyone's having fun. Everyone loves each other. At the end of the day, we're all competitors and we want to win. And that's a huge difference of what we've had here in the past.
Becca, obviously, this is your first season here at the Valley, and you were in concussion protocol this time.
That's not funny. I'm sorry that I said that.
That's obviously a tough factor, but what has made this transition so seamless, even with that in mind?
I think even what Soph touched on about the culture of the group, my first day here was so accepting. Like everyone came up to me and I just felt like I was really welcomed in, and it's just a group that you want to be a part of. You're playing with some of the best players in the league. So I think that just the culture that we've made sure that we've worked on every single day, it's not just a touch point at the start. It's something that it's continuous. And I think that Nate, the coaching staff, are the ones that really bring that every day. And then we sort of follow, which is a really nice environment to be a part of.
Sophie, with getting Beck and BG back in the last couple of games, and how well you all get along off the court, how has that translated to your on the court play and helping out and getting big wins like this one?
Oh, I think it's a direct reflection. I think when you have great chemistry off the court and you guys have fun and you love each other and you truly genuinely want the best for each other, that on the court, you're going to go to war with them. And in this league, especially this year, everyone's good. Like you got to bring it every single night. But it's also really, really fun. I'm not just saying this, that Beck finally had her night. We were all waiting for it. And like, it's awesome to see. And like, you're actually excited for your teammates when you see them going off, and it's not a selfish type thing. And so when you really care for people off the court, and I think, again, our culture, it's all about caring. It's about making sure people are good. It's nights like this that make it so fun.
What's the biggest challenge on like a night like this? Obviously both starting fives, all in double figures, but from a defensive standpoint, because you're playing a defense quite a few times, you got them late in the shot clock. They're a good team, they're hitting shots, but what's kind of coach's message to you, like in the huddles, to keep the defense up?
Yeah, to be honest, that team has been together for a hot minute. Like they know how each other plays. They kind of know where some people lack and they can pick up. We're all new to each other. And for us to be playing how we are right now, at this point in the season, it's a testament of what we're trying to build here. But I mean, when you can be clear and be on the same page about what type of defensive schemes, I mean, they had 18 threes, but we didn't let that bother us. That was a record for the W. Do you guys know? I mean, like that's a lot. And so for us not to get bothered and stay true to, what the game plan was, I really do think that's a testament of trusting the coaches and believing in what they put on the scouting report.
When she gets hot, how much does that help you get open with the defense collapsing on her to get your shots.
Hey, I'm not just saying this. I think when you have 6 people in double figures and high double figures, who's beating that? I mean, that's a championship type of stat line right there. And so they have some too, but we just beat them tonight. And so when Beck's going off, when Kaw's going off, BG, D, couple bench points, like that's a championship squad right there. So it's just a matter of time. It's all on the front of our minds. Again, we're all competitors, but when everyone's hitting shots, who are they going to guard? You got to pick your poison.
You guys both hit timely buckets tonight to sort of seal the deal and start the momentum. So what's that feeling sort of like after you see the ball?
I mean, I loved that pass that you gave to me at the end. I made. I was thank God I made it. But that's part of it, is the sharing of the ball and trusting your teammate and making that extra pass. And that's been something we've been drilling in practice too. So it's so nice when you see it come to fruition. Yeah.
Great word.
Yeah, we really want to
It's
throw it
nice.
in.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to Zoom, Michael Bopel.
Sophie, to answer your question, 18 ties, a WNBA single team record, but what you guys did tonight was break the all-time record for threes by 2 teams in a game,
Nice.
33. I wonder if you both could talk about that, because in 28 years of play, this is the most threes we've seen 2 teams make. Obviously, between the 2 of you, you made 8. I just wonder, both of you being 3-point shooters, what does that mean to you to be in and kind of a cool shootout like this tonight?
To be honest, when you're in it, you're not even like focused on the shootout or how many threes you have up. You're just trying to compete and get the best shot possible. I think when we share the ball, I mean, you have a whole bunch of shooters on the court. You have Ka that's unstoppable getting to the rim, who can also shoot the ball. You have BG, who's arguably the best post player in the league right now. But when you have people who, and Tosh, I don't want to forget her assists and the way she can get to the rim. I mean, it's a recipe for success. And so when you have shooters like Beck, DT, me on the outside, just spotting up if people help in and we share the ball, I mean, I don't know. I like our chances.
You've beaten Storm, Liberty, and obviously the Minnesota Lynx for that, Commissioner's Cup game. And then also,
I feel like we should get some money. We beat them.
And yeah,
Number 1.
so what does this do for your confidence beating, several of the top teams in the league?
I think it's also coming back from whenever we're behind. It says a lot about the grit and the character of this group. So in every game, there's ebbs and flows, but it's the way that we're able to bounce back constantly and stay together. I think our huddles are always productive. We've always got something to say. We're also really trying to pick each other up in big moments as well. So it's, winning those games, but it's also the small moments within the games that are huge.
Back to Zoom for Lucas.
Hey, you just touched on it, but it seems as though when the intensity is at its highest, this team always rises to the occasion. What is it about those high intensity moments that brings the best out of this team?
I think it's also you got a group of winners that know how to close out games. I think that when you go to a team that does have like quite a few veterans on it, you learn how to win and you learn how to take over those big moments. And that's something really good to be a part of, especially because I've experienced being on those younger teams, and closing out games is harder than people think. So I think that thing of making sure you're trusting, coming together, big moments, taking those shots and trusting the person to take that shot is huge.
Here's Nate.
Hey, you guys allowed just 17 points to the Liberty in the 4th quarter. I was curious, what did you all see in terms of maybe your switching or your rotations and general activity on defense that helped to set a tone to spark the comeback?
We got to give a huge shout out to Shug. I think she's the one who really kind of turned this game around with her defense, her energy. I think that was the difference maker right there. And so when everyone's on the same page, we really do have a bunch of dogs. And I don't think all of us have been on point defensively all together as a unit yet. And that excites me because we are pretty good defensively already. But big shout out to Shug tonight. She had some huge stops for us in the 4th quarter.
Last question, John.
You guys have talked about the depth this season, and I was just curious how that has helped Kaw grow this season in her first year with the Phoenix Mercury.
I mean, I think that when you've always got these rotations from the bench to come in, it means that there's no let up on the court. So you've just got Ka going out there, having a breather, the next person comes in and you just keep that benchmark as we're out in the court. So, I mean, to answer that, I think it's for everyone, is that you've got this depth of the bench and some players that haven't had that opportunity yet, but they will. So I think it's always staying patient, staying ready. And that's why I think our practices are so good too, because we come in, it's intentional. We come in to work out, we get the job done, and then we bring that into the games. So that's something that I've got to give credit also to all of us as the players, but also the coaches. Cool.
Yeah, give us
Thanks.
players all the credit.
I want to give